Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a team from the American, the Army Black Knights, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Black Knights will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Air Force's offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Falcons line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No fair catches here, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Army's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
But they need him to show up when it matters the most. And there's going to be times in this game, like we've seen throughout his career, when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. They'll run the option. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Black Knights come to the line in the hurry up. He'll pull it on the read. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down line is.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Run in the red zone, it's Reed. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Coleman. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to...
It's a running room. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
A lot of coaches will tell you they've got a play chart that they're going to get certain guys the ball in certain situations. Nice job getting a guy with speed around the edge on a reverse. He's got some space out wide. Nice job exploding, getting to the open field, and most importantly, getting the first down.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. A little screen to the running back. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. It's a new chapter at quarterback for Army after Bryson Daly's historic season led the nation with 32 touchdowns on the ground. Army had 12 wins, a school record. With Daly now a commissioned officer in the Army. Time for next man up, Jesse.
Yeah, and you're going to have to be able to run the football. You're going to have to be able to make great decisions, though, in the option game, which I think is something a lot of times we take for granted. It's not just making good decisions throwing it, but understanding when to dive, when to keep it, when to pitch. That's what makes this Army offense run so smoothly.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Under fire. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. And the Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll go to the toss. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitched.
Oh, it's blocked. Defense has it. He's into the open down the middle. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Texas is in front. They've played awfully well today in DKR. And while there's no Ricky Williams or Earl Campbell out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 4 over Vanderbilt. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Oh, he's got some space.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Black Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Really good looking run, and when you play Army, you know these guys offensively, they're always so dialed into their rushing attack. Everybody understands their assignment and responsibility. It doesn't matter if they're running the option. It doesn't matter if they're doing it out of the spread. They know who they need to block, and as a defense, you better limit your mental errors or you're going to have a hard time slowing this rushing attack down.
And the Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Howard. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That cornerback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
The Cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. That's caught. It's Fortner. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now on the option.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
This is a designed run. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Mason grab. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
He'll toss it.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Roberson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Slithers into space. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's go. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Johnson looking to throw. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Got enough for the first down and wants more. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. The Black Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll toss it to the left. Crosses the 45. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And third down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on third down, too, you got to be able to go find a way.
There he goes. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Black Knights are on the move.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 or 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Black Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on third down. Goes to the option. To the ground with the back. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab past the marker. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got his man. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And the Black Knights want to move quickly. On the option. The pitch. Moving toward the end zone. And fumble! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And I like that this offense is continuing to try to stay balanced and hand him the football and show confidence. He put the ball on the deck last week. They still rewarded him, still giving him the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
Johnson wants to throw it. Dumps it off in the flats. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Creates a little room. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. Touchdown, Army! And that one will give him the lead.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looks as if he's going to run it. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Running the option. It's Johnson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker in the ground.
And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's out past the 35. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Falcons are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Zips it out to his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. This for a lead here in the 4th quarter. He splits the uprights, and now they regain the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. They're trailing by just 2 to Vanderbilt. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now they'll try the right side. Turning on the Jets. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Got enough for the first. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Pressure. Zings it complete to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You hear this all the time, but you've got to be able to tackle the catch. Limit gap, right? I know that ball wasn't thrown deep down the field. As soon as that guy caught it, though, down he went.
Give to the back.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
To the air, it's Coleman. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
The Black Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Finds a little space. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here comes the option. Quick toss. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
It's complete. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's got it, first down and more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Power football with the run. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this. Now, we've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. So this is going to be rife with drama. And now the kicker's going to throw it. And that pass, not surprisingly, is incomplete. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The option look plows through the defense.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Got the quick pass. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Johnson wants to throw it. Here's a heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
There's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it? You know, what's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush is on him. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice, because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt. Got to